So I made a post on March 29th, 2022, basically showing you guys this box here. And I was wondering if anybody was ever going to figure it out, or if anybody was going to get it right to the T. But if you didn't, or if you didn't even see the post, of course, then that's completely awkward, and now I'm embarrassed. But either way, today we are going to reveal what's in the box. And guess what, people? I actually got something that I usually never have, and that makes that opening the box thing right here a lot harder. So today, I got a knife. Maybe I probably shouldn't have said it like that though, because now it sounds like I'm trying to do something with the knife. Anyway, let's get to opening the box. Alright, so box is open, very, very easy. Not using a sim ejector tool or plug this time. You know, this is pretty darn seamless. Alright, almost seamless. Alright, there we go. Got that open. Okay. Alright, so you still can't tell what's in here as of yet, and that's a good thing. You just put that box to the side. And I guess you can all tell where it's from, kind of, with all this this wrapping here. Jeez. There's so much wrapping. Oh my gosh. Alright. So, let's throw that away too. Let me airbrush this off a little. Alright, there we go. And of course, guys, definitely go ahead and use that packaging, because, you know, it's always good to use reuse packaging and everything. But now I got what's out of the box. So this is what's in the box. And I wonder if people actually guessed this, but the reason I said that the answer has to be accurate to the T is because it's not just a regular S22. I mean, technically, yes, it is, but it's a little less common than you'd probably see anyone have. Or maybe you would. I guess it depends on where you're from. But either way, let's go ahead and open this. Alrighty. So here it is. The Galaxy S22 Ultra. But with a little bit of a twist. The red version. Now, I've been wanting a red phone for a very long time, and I am very, very happy that Samsung actually made this an exclusive color. And this is the reason why I actually had to wait a while for this, but it's finally here. So let's go ahead and take a look at these things, and I'll give you my first impression of, you know, overall what comes with this device, or just how this device stands up. Well, as always, let's go ahead and take a look at what's in the box, right? Because that's important. There's nothing in the box. That's why it's not that important. So it looks like you get your SIM ejector tool here. You get a USB Type-C to C cable. And you get your quick start guide. And that's pretty much it. I mean, it's not like we don't all know that we're never getting a charging brick again, so you got to go ahead and buy that and make sure that if you need one, you get one. All right, so here's the phone here. And my initial thoughts of this thing, it feels like solid. Like, oh man, I like the feel of this a lot. It feels different to any of the Notes I've ever used, and I say Notes because obviously this is what that phone is supposed to be replacing. We may as well just call this the Note 21 Ultra. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna call it that from time to time, just whatever I feel like. calling it. But yeah, initially, my impression of it, it feels really solid. Now, one of my other initial impressions about this, I did not expect this red to be like this. I was actually hoping for a more, I don't know, sort of like a glossier red. Like this is more of a matte orangish red. I don't know if I'm really digging it too much. And then especially because the sides of the phone are still black, like it really just seems like overall this took 4 to 5 weeks for them to just like slap a partially red cover on it. But all right, I mean, it's never about the actual look of the phone, right? I mean, I guess it kind of is, depending on who you are. Let's go ahead and take a look at it next to my Fold, because this is a phone that this is supposed to be potentially, I'm going to say potentially replacing. Don't know yet. Really don't know yet. Overall, I just wanted to try this and kind of see if I did like it. I'd have to give Samsung my Fold, and you know, I'm not sure if I want to do that yet. All right, and this is it compared to the Fold. So this is the Fold Open. The inner display, the main display here is 7.6 versus the 6.8 inch display on the S22 Ultra or Note 21 Ultra. And let's see if we put that on here. Yeah, it's a little bit bigger. And let's go ahead and see this closed. So this is what they look like near each other. Still a tiny bit taller than the Z Fold, but overall, of course, on the Z Fold, you're still going to get more screen. But enough about that. Let's move the Z Fold over there and let's turn this thing on. All right, that was kind of weird. So it took a while for it to register for it to turn on. I don't know what that's about, but okay. All right. Kind of digging the camera design back here too. I like the one on the S21 Ultra, but this can definitely cause some problems down the way, of course, because, you know, now you have to kind of get an individual piece of tempered glass for each one of these things, maybe, or maybe there's some kind of other cover I'm not thinking of right now, but I kind of do like the design. There's like no hump, and it does have these silver accents around the rims of the camera. Yeah, I'm a fan of it. I'm definitely a fan of it. We got it on now, and let's go ahead and start setting this up, right? So I don't have my SIM card in it. I'm not going to put it in right now. But let's agree, because of course we're going to go ahead and just get to the main screen so I can show you all some stuff. All right, so there we go. We are on the main screen, and one of the first things I actually took notice of is the fact that the Samsung Messages app is not here on the phone, well, at least on the home screen. So let's see if that's actually still there, if it's still an option. So I do not see it here in the Google folder. You probably wouldn't, because it's not supposed to be there. All right, so there it is. The Messages app is still there. I think I mentioned this when I was doing my Tab S8 Ultra unboxing, but Samsung is looking to replace the messaging app that they make with the Google Messages app. Reason for that being is because with the Google Messaging app, you have RCS, the RCS protocol, which is supposed to allow you to do a lot more with texting. Like you can see the progress of someone typing a text or things of that sort. So yeah, just know that the regular text messaging app that you're used to is in the Samsung folder. But enough about that. So looking at this display, it looks pretty interesting. I mean, I'm not sure, maybe if this is not calibrated, or maybe if it's not calibrated to the way that I like. Yeah, it's on Vivid. So Vivid. All right, so I took it a little bit of a step farther, and I actually just transferred some of the settings over to the S22 Ultra, and I kind of backtrack on what I said about the display. It's not that it is a bad display in any sense of the word, but overall, like, I just kind of feel like the Fold has this vividness to it. And some people are going to like the profile that Samsung has chosen for the S22 Ultra display, but personally, I'm not too much of a fan of it. And just to show you, so this is kind of what my color calibration looks like here. So I got all the white balance values up, and I have it on vivid, and I have the cool set to the second section. But overall, like for me, I don't know, like this, it's kind of weird. Like, I don't know if you all can see it, but the Fold just has this like deeper color to it. Of course, this is just the main display. Let's take a look at the front display here. Well, that's not the same picture, but yeah, it's like a little weird for some reason. I'm not. So, like I said, it's a personal thing, but of course, this is an impressions video. I'm just personally not a fan of the type of AMOLED panel they use on the S22 Ultra, but anyways, that doesn't really matter because no one's going to know the difference if you haven't experienced one versus the other. All right, so to go over the stuff, the basic stuff you'll need to know about this device. For one, the price starts at $11.99 or $1,199.99, and it goes all the way up to $1,599.99. You have storage configurations from 128 gigabytes up to 1 terabyte, and your RAM choices are going to be either 8 or 12 depending on which model you get. In terms of your color choices, you have about 7 different colors, and again, here is the red, or the this is not really red, but we want you to wait for it and anticipate it, and it's not as red as we show it red, in my opinion, of course, still. While I have the phone on its backside here, let's go over the cameras. So you have a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera, a 108 megapixel wide angle, a 10 megapixel, well, two 10 megapixel telephoto cameras, and your ultra wide, your ultimate zoom outwards, 0.6. Your optical zoom is going to be either 3 times or 10 times, and your digital zoom is going to go up to 100 times. You also have laser autofocus, so you should have no problem catching professional pictures and or focusing issues. Now, one of the really nice things about this device is it has a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, so that should keep you running all day, and you can probably even get to the next day with it, depending on what you're going to do with it. Now, I was talking a little bit about the build quality for this thing. So like I said, it feels really, really, really solid in the hand. Like it doesn't feel cheap at all. It definitely makes use of that armor aluminum that Samsung is toting now as the strongest aluminum there. And I am all for it. I like the weight of it. It's a nice weight. It feels like a durable phone. It doesn't feel like something you're gonna break. And of course, the big thing about this device is that this is the replacement for the Note series, or more or less, the Note basically got a legal name change. It just went to the whatever office handles those legal name changes and was just like, I'm going to change my name from a Note to S22 Ultra. And what that means is it has an S Pen. And the S Pen here is just as equally not pleasing to the eye. Oh man, I have a lot of opinions about this thing. But yeah, at least you get it, and it's inside of the device, right in the silo there. Of course, for those who have older Notes, the silo is now located on the bottom left side there. And you have your speaker grill here, and your SIM card tray has moved from the top all the way to the bottom. Now, I've been ragging a little bit too much, I guess, on the phone's look, and I think I'm owed that because I waited 4 to 5 weeks for this darn thing just to see that it's really not as red as I thought it was. But overall, the big reason to get this phone, at least for me, was the camera. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the camera shots you can kind of get with this. Alright, so here is the zoom performance on this device, and as you can see there, this zooms all the way out to 0.6. I'm not sure what measurement, but 0.6, we'll just say that. And this is everything you can see. So if I go back to 1 times, there's that. 3 times, it's over there. 10 times, and let's try to focus on those cherry blossoms over there. That's 10 times. And let's do 30. So this is at 30. Don't even know what that is anymore because it doesn't look like anything. And let's do 100 times. Where the heck? Okay. And there goes those cherry blossoms there. So zooming out again. Let me actually get a photo of those cherry blossoms at 100. Let's see what that actually looks like. So there we go. And here is a photo of those cherry blossoms at 100 times zoom, which I still can't make out what it is, but maybe I'm actually standing too close. I think this zoom is if you're a little bit farther than I am, but overall this is just an example. And for those of you wondering if you can use the 100 times zoom when you are taking video, no, you cannot. You can only go up to 20 times zoom. So let's see if I can find that cherry blossom tree again. There it is, hiding behind another tree. Yeah, so 20 times zoom. And this makes sense, actually. I mean, you really wouldn't want to take an 100 times zoom video of anything, especially if it's not going to be that clear. And can I change this while I'm doing the video? Okay. Yeah. Alright, so if you are doing 20 times video, you have to set that, it seems, beforehand. Or, no, wait. There we go. 20 times zoom. Now, of course, one of the most important aspects of any device, aside from its camera nowadays, is the media consumption or media capabilities you're going to get from it. So let's go ahead and play the same trailer I did with my Tab S8 Ultra unboxing and first impressions. Or maybe this is not even the same trailer, I don't know, but either way, you can tell I'm a Sonic lover. So let's go ahead and put that up.
These rings signify the commitment.
So help me, Thomas!
Sorry.
Life or death situation, I need you to use the ring to save me, like right now. Oh my God.
Oh, boy.
W.I.H.
I just hope we are not too late.
Oh Lord, there are 2 of them now.
What's happening?
Okay, quick version. Robotnik is back.
I discovered the source of ultimate power.
We need to get it back before the world is doomed.
You are some kind of space porcupine. I am an echidna warrior. Hedgehog. It's time to say goodbye to humanity. Welcome to the New York. This is your moment to be the big hero.
Bad time to say this, but I don't actually have a plan. Hey, you got a little something on your blade?
Someone call an Uber?
Alright, I'm actually going to go ahead and stop it there because this trailer is pretty darn long. But overall, this was just really meant to kind of give you that sort of out-of-the-box feeling. And I know that I don't have much to say that would hype anybody up, but let's face it, like, I'm about being real. I'm not gonna lie to you guys and tell you that, this changes every single thing. But at this point, I don't really want to say much more, but this was just meant to give you that initial impression, or my initial impression, rather. And look forward to me comparing this to the Z Fold, of course, because that is the one device that I have gotten in years that has kind of blown me away. It's not a perfect device, of course, but what it offers and for what it is right now, it's pretty darn close in a sense, I guess. Either way, go ahead and look out for that comparison. But as always, thank you for watching. And no matter where you are in the world, have a great day or have a great night.